Welcome back to Project Zomboid, to the treasure hunt, and we're starting off on the official PC map today because I wanted to go through the next steps and through the next hints on where we might find the next weapons. Just to give a quick recap, so we found 10 of the 30 unique weapons so far. We're also 40 days into the 100-day time limit we have, so we are a little bit behind schedule. And keep in mind, a bunch of those weapons were the easy one-shots we picked up early game. So we'll have to see. So we're currently here in our little safety home right near Rosewood. The next objective, I said in the previous episode, would be coming up here to this area. And initially my plan was to start it off by doing a quick little raid here on the military surplus store. I just don't think we have the time for this. So what we're gonna do instead is drive all the way up here to this intersection, leave the trailer behind, and then head into, gotta hate it already, this winding little forest road to the ranger station. If I go actually show level 2, that says the head park ranger. So, by the way, I was mistaken. I was talking about Busy Beaver. But this is Camp Busy Beaver. This is not the ranger station. Anywho, hoping that this is actually the ranger station where we find the fire axe that is mentioned in the notes. Once we're done here, one way or the other, this little path here looks like it's probably too small for a car, but it will take us right to the lake. And this is a lake with 2 islands. As far as actual islands, as in bodies of land surrounded by water, these are the only 2 islands in the whole game, on the whole map. So the stone axe is supposed to be on an island. It says River Island, but the ice pick also said it was in the west part of the prison and it was in the south. So, look, if you can't tell east and west and north and south apart, then maybe river and lake is also a difficult distinction to make. So I hope maybe we can see from the shoreline already if there's anything on the islands. If it's on this or this island, we will obviously have to bridge over, so chop down some trees and build some wooden planks. This feels like it's actually a really long way, but then again, going around all the way to this side and bridging from here is probably just costing you more time, so might as well bridge from here and then get back on the car and get the hell out of there. Once we're done with that, I'm gonna head back to the trailer, pick up the trailer. We're not gonna raid the hunting supply store because we don't have time for this. Also, the trailer is still pretty much full with weapons and ammo and crap. Coming all the way back up here. Now, if the hand axe isn't actually at the real ranger station, we're gonna go to this radio station here and see if that was mistaken as a ranger station and pick up the axe here. Head over to the golf course, pick up the golf club. Somewhere in this area, yes, as specific as it is, unless it's actually in the Louisville Golf Club, then it's just a huge waste of time. Next up is then Riverside. I think the only item in Riverside is the wooden mallet, which was taken to the construction site. There are 2 construction sites in Riverside. This one and this one. Should be easy pickings. Now I did consider going to this school because we're still looking for the broom in the high school, but after taking a closer look here, you will see that this school has a lot of these playground floor tiles, which to me tells this is probably more an elementary school, not a high school. So we're not just gonna gamble on that and not bother with the Riverside School. We might have to make a stop at that point, though, at the Gigamart, restock food supplies. We'll have to see. And knowing myself, we're probably going to drive through the residential area to see if there's any survivor homes. Okay, after we dealt with Riverside then, we're gonna swing over to West Point. There's a bunch of things in West Point we'll have to look at. Again, check the school if that is the high school, and I'm assuming the broom would be in the cleaning closet. Then there is in the town hall I think it's the letter opener. And there was also something of a construction worker using a lead pipe. This is, I think, the only construction site in West Point. So, 3 possible weapons relatively close together. Then here at this camp is going to be our 3rd radio relay station, where we have to put up one of the radio relays. And finally, following this little path, and then this wonderful forest trail, we come to a camp where I'm assuming the machete is going to be, because it said something about youth council in the camp being surprised while woodcutting or something. So, just my wild guess looking at the map. There's a pile of wood. That's where you cut wood. That's where we might find it. After that, we can head to the racetracks. There is, I think, the pipe wrench is supposed to be on the racetrack. And then we're going to tackle them all. And that should then be everything outside of Louisville. So I'm assuming, so the mall has the meat cleaver. It doesn't specify that it's this small, but I'm just assuming it is. It says it's in a low-end restaurant inside the mall. So the approach is going to be trying to just get into the spiffo, which, we don't have to tackle the main entrances. We just go here through these doors, maybe even sledge in the wall back here just to get into the kitchen, because I'm assuming a meat cleaver would rather be in the kitchen. Then again, it could also be any of these restaurants on the other side, which would make things a lot more complicated. So here we can probably, I don't know, base up in one of these little construction site houses, cut across the fields, kill minimal zombies in the parking lot, and then just get to the site here. Right. And after that, Louisville. Lots to do, lots planned. And yeah, we'll see how quickly that goes. For now, though, let's get back into it. Stay the night over here. I should probably get something to eat. I did, you see here the old muffler on the ground, so I did switch out the muffler on the car because we hit mechanics 5 after I did some more mechanics in the after the secret military base raid. Cereal. Probably gonna have to pick up some more food before we leave for the camp. I don't know how long that trip's gonna take. And get some information about the weather today. And heavy rain. Perfect thing to be out in the wilderness. Showers and heavy rain. Alright. Nothing too bad. Let's get out of this. Zoom out a little bit. And, keep on trucking. Yeah, I did switch the loadout here. We're running with a 45 caliber pistol now with silencer. See if that keeps us alive in the forest there. I don't expect the forest at the ranger station and around that lake to be that terrible as the one near the military base, but I actually have no idea. I don't think I've ever been in that area. I am. Yeah, actually 41 days here. And when I said, 30 weapons, 3 days per weapon, then we are really behind. Now we have some, the start is always going to be a little bit slower, and we have the antennas built for the 4 radio relays and 2 of them placed, so maybe that's worth a little bit of time. By the way, this was where I spent the helicopter event before we raided the military base. That's that pile of corpses over there. Also, at some point, probably have to... Steering with a big old trailer full of stuff is a little bit of an adventure. Yeah, I should pay more attention to the road. Anyway, yeah, we gotta refuel at some point, although I think we have like 2 more or 3 more gas cans even in the trailer. So it's not super urgent, but something to keep in mind. Also, at that that corner there has the drive-off if we wanted to get to the mini surplus store, which, I decided we're not gonna do. Great place for ammo and weapons. I'm just too concerned about the time limit. It feels like, you've got 59 more days. Shouldn't be a big deal, but yeah, Louisville is a bit of an unknown factor. How long we're gonna take? We can't just run in there, get the thing, run out. Not with runners, even if it's just 5% runners in the mix. That is enough to invalidate some tactics, like any sort of, just sneak in, get the item, sneak out. Not sneak in really, just walk in, because you can outwalk the zombies. Yeah, not if there are runners in the mix. Burn the zombies. Also not gonna work all that well. Unless maybe actually with the advanced trajectory mod we could do a burn and then single out any runners and shoot them. But that feels like a bit of a risky endeavor. Why is this area suddenly so popular? You're still in the middle of nowhere. Slightly, this is where I wanted to leave the trailer. Okay. We don't have to leave the trailer there, but we have to drive in there. So I think we can leave the trailer here. I'm not gonna fight all these zombies, that's the thing though. Some extra food. I think I need some... Make sure we have an extra set of nails. It's weapons. Make sure nobody's coming. No, okay. Far enough away. Let's grab an extra weapon. Or 2, actually. Getting slightly encumbered, but we're gonna throw that in the trunk in a second, yeah. There's nails. So the saw. I'm gonna chop down trees. Okay. The sledge is in here, but not the wood axe. Leave the car tools behind. Is the wood axe in the tool? Tool weapon. Tool weapon should be wood axe. There it is. Let's put that in there. Then we're gonna throw the spare axe. Saw in there. Nope. And the nails in there. How much are we over? 0.2. Yep. Alright. Plus it's also foggy weather, perfect weather to make an expedition to an unknown area. Oh. Sorry, didn't see you there. I wish I had the other vehicle upgrades, but we're still missing 2 levels on metalworking before we can get any other upgrades done. Or at least I think 1 level for the windows, and then level 6 is needed for the bull bar up front. Which I kinda wanna have before we get into Louisville. It's also gonna be another time eater. This is the right way. Actually not 100% sure. Let me just double check the map. Alright, I checked the map, it's the wrong way. It should have taken the other intersection there. These kind of roads are kind of the worst for avoiding zombies. So can we get a little bit off-road here? Not hit the whole group. Okay, cool. We gotta push through here. Especially with the frickin' mini bike on the way. Now comes the I hope part of the journey, where I hope that this forest road is gonna be big enough, at least until the ranger station, to be drivable. And it's totally not as zombie infested as the secret military base was, right? Some wishful thinking, doing heavy lifting there. And I'm actually not sure why I decided to just gonna drive through it all and not as we did with the secret military base. kill zombies, so we know we have safe areas behind us. But my thought was that the target location, that ranger station itself, will not have as many zombies, so we should have a safe place that we can clear. This is a mess. There's also probably the fog playing a bit of a role here, where I'm like, I'm not getting out there. It's foggy. Okay. I think now would be a nice time, though. Clean up anything we dragged in behind us, and then we start clearing up front. Trying to keep the combat area as small as possible. Oh, how much did we drag in behind us? Holy crap. No, run. I saw you running. Okay, so far, so mediocre. Cultists? What kind of ranger station is this? Alright, let's have a little bit more food here. This is not necessarily a good sign. They're not reacting to that sound. Wondering if the sound is gonna drag anyone. Like, the sound was north of me, it seems. They have not had any effect. Okay, let's start clearing this building, or rather the outsides of the building. What in the world? Let me just put that on the ground here for later. I don't want to carry that around right now. What's that? With this sign. Just a pentagram. No, the end is near or anything like that. Duct tape. Traps. As you know, if you ever want to make an isolated in the forest kind of playthrough, candles. Okay, it looks like deer skulls are not really rare. Kind of a nice place for this. Hello, sir. You part of the cult? Yeah, so my normal approach when clearing buildings, right? Clear the outside first. I just don't want to go behind this building. Also, I think somebody was running there. If you're running, I'm running. Second, I thought that was a real deer, but it was a dude. Could have fooled me. Well, there are no... Doesn't look like there are any windows or doors on the back. So going into the building, then not a big threat. Nothing can come in from that side. I think that's the main reason why I like to clear the outside first. So that we don't have any surprise visitors coming in. Like this lady. No house alarm. That's a good sign. I was very concerned there for a second. Okay. Turn on the flash torch. Military gear. I hear some zombie sounds somewhere inside the building. Just gonna check every inch of this place. I think it's... Okay. I might get back to you. I was not expecting to find ammo in here. Not surprised. I think there's zombie sounds either outside or maybe upstairs. Cleaning supplies. There's distinct lack of hand axes on the ground. Again, I'm fairly certain they can only spawn on the ground floor. But let's do a quick run around up here. Kitchen. What is there? Something. Okay, kitchen has office loot. Okay. This place is not properly loot configured. Shells and a shotgun. Well, okay. Now, I was kind of afraid, right, that they say ranger station, but they actually mean that radio tower near Riverside. So, that was a waste of everybody's time. Let's hope that it's actually the island. Yeah, we might have to actually fight this. There's a bunch in there. Okay, maybe it's time to bring out the pew pew. It's a very interesting shooting sound here. Silence 45. Interesting. Pew pew lasers. There's a bit of an echo sound. It seems almost louder than the initial shot. Do I try to drive down this path with my car? So I was actually surprised how wide the path to the ranger station was. And we might fit through here, also I really don't want to walk through this forest. Could have prevented that. Is this gonna fit? Barely. Bad ideas in the forest. Okay. Come on. Turn off already. Okay, so let's grab the wood axe and the nails. Gonna leave like half the magazines behind, so I'm not too over encumbered here. It's nice to get away from the big city for a change, but also this could be a whole pointless adventure, right? If there's no item on the big islands, already see nothing at the ranger station. Sure, we can see the big island from here. We need to go further north. Good news is I'm also not really seeing any zombies, so that's a good sign. Oh god, the island is here. So I can't even see it from here. So I don't know if it's worth it getting over there. Map. Let's chop a few trees, get a few planks in there, start getting over there, and until we can at least see the islands. I don't want to run around the lake to the other side where it's a little bit closer and where we still might not see anything. Alright, let's get you on my back. Get you in the back. I reckon it's like maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 tiles. That's 7, so 21. Number 4 puts us at 33 wooden floors. Great. Just gonna place the wood axe here. Have a look around for zombies. Looks fine. This looks fine. I think I'm comfortable here, not resting. Just gonna saw all these logs here. Okay, and then it's wooden floor time. Now, Zomboid can be a little bit, iffy sometimes. Actually building a bridge doesn't allow me to actually walk on this tile. Or on this tile, wonderful. Now, tree just shook. Totally not concerning. Ah, there we go. Just wasted 5 planks. Now, thankfully, you can't fall into the water. I see the island. I don't see anything on the island. Also, my estimate of 30 tiles is probably way off. That was 21. Might be just a huge waste of time, but I have to rule it out, right? If this is the as far west on the map as you can really get, I don't want to drive back out here. Like if I check any other potential island on the map and not find anything. coming back out here towards the end of the challenge when time is really going to be a crunch. I don't like the idea of that. Let's start building this way. See anything? Is that something on the ground there? Just on the edge? God. Yeah, let's just chop a few more trees. It's getting late in the day. But if there's absolutely no zombies out here, that's fine. The item. I'm gonna wrap all the planks again. Some in the back. There's room for one more, I guess. Exactly at 50. Maximum encumbrance. You might not see it, but this is me sprinting. I hope this is going to be the only carpentry exercise we're going to have to do in this run. Otherwise we need to stock up on nails somewhere. Right, almost there. Is that enough? Oh god. Now it's gonna do the thing again where I can't actually get on the land. Pick up the remaining planks. 2 more planks. I should really cut one more tree. Oh, God. Should turn on the flashlight. It's getting dark. No, flashlight was on. It is dark. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? I don't like this. And I'm not sure if there's any zombies on that island. I think the smart thing here to do is to get back to the car, because making sure that no zombies follow me there, and then take a nap in the car, wait for the morning, and continue this when we actually have some light to work with. There's a building here, which means there might be zombies nearby. This means maybe I could have driven along this path a little bit further. Alright. Seems all clear so far to me. Just hitting the sleep. Not necessarily first light, but some sort of light. I shouldn't be eating. I'm still 83. That's way too overweight. So yeah, let's just have the canned beef open. Anything else I can do here? Not really. Light back out. Go back out there. Now, if this is all going to be just a big waste of time, then I'll have to see. I don't know where else an island in the river, which is the wording from the tip, right? What that could be referring to. That allows me to walk. Okay, cool. Then we're just gonna drop all of these. Get the pistol out. Let's explore this little island. Hold the freaking phone. Stone Age Axe. Wonderful. Look at that, Andy. I kind of really want to use these weapons. Man, max damage Stone Axe. Stone Axe is so good. Although it has an encumbrance of 3, that is not a typical Stone Axe value. Okay, it was not a huge waste of time. I know, this is a lake. This is not a river. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head back to the car, drive back out of the soul area, pick our trailer back up, and then we're gonna head to that radio tower station thing outside of Riverside. And maybe we'll find the ranger station hand axe over there. If it's not there, then I'm actually out of ideas what a ranger station could refer to. But yeah, I think the trip is going to be mostly, well, yeah, I'm going to be dodging a few Zs here and there, but I think in the interest of episode length, I'm going to cut it all out. And through the magic of, well, not editing, of pausing the recording, I'm going to see you at the radio station. Well, and here we are on the long and winding path towards the radio tower. Yeah, I'm not falling for this. Yeah, there's a freaking barrier here, hidden by the tree. Knew it. Alright, anyway. Well, would you look at that? Ranger hand axe. Well, that puts us at 2 weapons within 2 in-game days. It's 11:30. I actually think it's relatively early in the day, but I think it's too late to start working on the country club and the golf course. So I'm gonna take a quick break here. Actually, maybe spend a night with a roof over our heads for a change. See if we can find some food in there. And also take a look at the car, because I think we might need some basic repairs. It's tempting to take a look at these other cars here, but I really can't risk any sort of car alarm. Also, I left the wood axe on the ground where we built the bridge. I don't think we're gonna necessarily need a wood axe, although I really always like to have one. So that's not great. Right, let's grab little sheets. A propane torch, and I'm not sure if we need the welder mask. Also, let's grab the other car tools. No, wood is at 48%. Okay, we can repair that with a sheet. Somewhat. We probably want to repair the trunk lid and the trunk. No, we can't. Can't repair the trunk lid, but at least the trunk. Okay. Capacity 26 out of 25. What? Oh, 28. Okay, I just can't read. Yeah. Then the suspension has taken a little bit of a hit from driving off-road this much. I do have 4 brand spanking new performance suspensions in the back, in the trailer. The problem is the suspension needs mechanics 7 to safely uninstall and reinstall. Then again, you know, with mechanics 5, what we have, it's a 50-50 chance of success. And then if you don't have success, a 50-50 chance of damaging it. Like, how much are we gonna damage it if we're gonna try to replace our suspensions? What about brakes? Brakes are fine. What else did I have in here? It would also free up some space in here if we can finally install these suspensions. Performance brake and performance suspension. I should probably take care of the zombies first before I load myself up with a whole bunch of many of you are in there? One. Okay. Definitely more than one. Problem is, you can't open these windows. That's one on this door and one is on the window here. We have an actually bed, a bed in here. Electrical stuff. 2 water dispensers also in here. What else is in there? Not much. I wouldn't want to trigger a car or a house alarm, so I'm actually not sure. Do I open this now? I think we're going to open this in the morning before we leave. Alright, so what I'm going to do is get all the brakes and suspensions that we have in here onto the car. Hopefully not damaging it too much in the process, but that also frees up a ton of space, right? This is 12, and this is another 12, 24 storage space in here. So we can then finally unload some stuff again in here, get the seats free. Probably also fill up the car with the gas we have left. And yeah, and then use the rest of the day probably to train some mechanics. Maybe disassemble this bench and barricade the windows. And then we'll spend the night here. And in the morning, and in the next episode, this is the way we drove. Nothing too exciting there. We're gonna head just east from here is the Riverside Country Club, Golf Club, where we hope to find the golf club and the golf club. For now, I want to put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.